Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a story time / encouragement on why I took my 2-month hiatus from doing natural hair. And well, it actually turned out into longer than that. God said I needed to rest a little bit longer. And for me, I've been doing hair since 2016, and to some that's a long time, to some it's not. And my love for hair grew when I started on my own head. I transitioned and I've done the big chop multiple times, like the whole get down. And in my 2-3 months hiatus, I had to redefine what success was to me. I got tired of being in front of the camera and not truly knowing who my audience was. I would say for TikTok, those are my investing clients. Those are the people that are investing into my future, that is getting to know who I am now. Whereas Facebook, they are more of my supportive group, my encouragers, my prayers, my monitors. So for me, I just knew to know who my audience was, right? And for me, I didn't want to lose the love of hair. I was burnt out. I didn't align with what I was going after. I don't desire to be booked and busy just for hair. Like, I'm more than one thing. And so as I continue to push, as I continue to talk to God about it, honestly, because everybody's definition of success is not the same. And for me, I wanted to be able to have bits and pieces of everything. Like, if Tyler Perry wanted me to be all set to do somebody braids and turn around and be in front of the camera, I could do that. I look at different people like Tiana Taylor, Rihanna, Cece, like, they're not just, more than one thing. So I was more so wanting to embody all of me. Why do I have to put myself in a box if God is not in a box? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what that is, because I know you see it and I see it too. So, oh well, maybe it's hair, whatever. So for me, I was more so wanting to know, like, is this something that I want to do forever? What is this? I wanted to know how I truly felt about it. What was I going to be happy with? What decision am I going to make to be able to fully step into what God is calling me to do and calling me to be? And so as I continue to go on this hiatus and be able to figure out, like, well, God, what is this? What's going on? Because I know you have a plan for me. I know you have, a future, and I want my steps to be ordered. I don't want to be out of alignment, because being out of alignment feels terrible, if you want me to be honest. And it was frustrating. It was infuriating, because I'm not just a natural hairstylist. I'm a model. I'm an author. I'm a dance choreographer. I go crazy for all the things that I do. Wherever God wants me to show up at for that week or that day or that hour is where I'm going to show up. And I know in that 2-3 month hiatus, I had to realize, like, as long as you and God got it, nobody else's opinion, perception matters. And holding on to that is something that I truly just had to embody and had to figure out, because it was going to drive me insane. I have been loving hair for a very long time, just as much as I've been loving dancing. And honestly, dancing and acting has been here longer than hair. And I let that go. And now it has resurfaced. Now I'm in shows. Now I'm hosting. Now I'm speaking on panels. And just being able to fully step into what God is calling me, and having a level ground to reach the heights of whatever God has for me that is according to his will. And so as I continue to move forward, I had to realize that as long as you know who you are in God, nobody else's opinion, perception, none of that matters. And I mean that because that can be hard, because sometimes they do make sense. And just because it makes sense doesn't mean that's your truth. I have to realize that too. Look, God been having me going through this training, and I'm trying to tell you whatever I got that he gave me. And that just really broke it down for me, because that 2-month hiatus refilled me. It gave me the energy. It gave me the comfort to know that if I need to rest after a major shift or a big transition, timeline jump, whatever you can think of, that it's okay. Just don't get lazy. And sometimes resting does feel lazy, and it really isn't, because that's where your trust comes in. That's where your faith comes in. Start imagining the days that you want. I want to be able to do hair every so often during the week, and then turn around and spark, and then turn around and trade, just because that's what I like to do. Like, that's what I like to do. And then turn around and have a couple dance sessions throughout the week and hit the gym whenever I want to. Like, it's different stuff like that that I desire. And when you are a topic of discussion, just make sure you know who you are. That's the whole point of taking time to sit with yourself and sitting with the shadows that you have. That gave me time to figure it out. That gave me time to God to instill some type of plan and strategy in me, and actually figure out, what do you actually want to do? Like, do you want to do this booked and busy lifestyle and only talk about this one thing, or do you want to be all the things that God created you to be, because you know you're well-rounded? That's been spoken of your life for years. So what are you going to do? Sorry, we had an interruption. Y'all nephew came in. But anyways, when you figure out what you're actually going to do and what you're going to decide to do, bless you, what are you going to embody? What are you going to leave behind? Are you ready for the things that God is going to uproot? Are you ready for the purging? Are you going to be ready for the pruning? Are you going to be ready to lose people that you thought you were going to be able to take with you? Are you going to be able to withhold and withstand what you actually got to do? Like, are you going to be mentally prepared, spiritually prepared enough to be able to let God do what he has to do in order for you to reach your breakthrough, in order to reach your miracle, in order for you to reach your next level? Are you going to be able to do it? Because people are going to talk about you. People are going to backbite. People are going to monitor what you do. People are going to take what you do. People are going to embody you. They're going to do all of this. Regardless if they admit it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But are you ready? Are you instilled in your foundation with God enough to be able to allow it to happen? Because sometimes it doesn't feel good. It's not always peaches and butterflies and rainbows. It's not always like that. Sometimes you have to go through some more shadow work, and you'll be surprised for the stones that hadn't got unturned. And honestly, if he unturned them all at the same time, we will lose our mind. So be mindful, be thankful, feel your grief when it comes. When you have your highs, have them. When you have your lows, have them. When it's in the middle ground and you're wondering, like, are we moving forwards or backwards? Sometimes it consolidates. Are you able to handle when it consolidates? Are you able to handle it when it's low and drawdown? Are you able to handle it when it's up and rising and looking real good for you to hold on to and ride up? Like, are you able to withstand the things that you're praying for? Because God is not going to give it to you when you're not ready. It's not time yet. There's a time and place for everything. That's biblical. Make sure you continue to do the inner work. Continue to do what God is calling you to do. Because I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm a living testimony. You won't regret it. The peace that comes with it is going to be something willing to fight for. And you're going to have to fight for it. Because when there's peace, there's war. That's just a part of it. That's a part of the game. And your mindset, your perspective, how you look at it is going to dictate on which side you land on or where you stay at. Because there's going to be people that you can't take with. There's going to be people that gonna have to bounce up out of here. There's going to be things that you're going to have to do that you genuinely do not want to do because of the person that you are. Now, there's some people that emasses or comes into the things in not so much of the best way. Some people don't hold biblical principles. Some people don't do that. unfortunately. And you have to be ready for that. You have to be okay with that. You have to set your boundaries. You have to give the gratitude that is actually deserved and not what they feel like they're entitled to be completely honest. You have a village. Be thankful for your village, regardless of anything, because you didn't get there by yourself. There were destiny helpers along the way. However, they were along the way. They didn't stay with you. So be mindful of that, because people will also make you, I won't say make you, but there also are going to come people that are going to feel entitled to have and feel like they deserve more credit than they're allowed. And you have to be ready for that. And be able to still be gracious and love and still give the credit that is actually due, but not succumb to what managed emotions and insecurities that don't belong to you. Because projections gets really real and it gets really high. So I love you guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And have a wonderful night.